Hope you're all feeling well. Let's begin lying down on our backs. We're going to work our way slowly into the session today. You can just bring your knees into your chest, wrap your arms over the tops of the knees. That's it. And then just take a little bit of time to settle. You can let your eyes close and allow your face to relax. Maybe rocking from side to side, checking in with those hips. So today we're working on Astavakrasana, the 8-angle pose. So it's an arm balance, but we need nice open hips and yes, nice long hamstrings. So it's a bit of a fun one. We'll see what happens. So we'll place both feet down onto the mat. You can have your hands down by your side or up and over your head. And just bring your right knee into your chest and we'll just start to circle out the right leg. Just using this movement to start to wake up the hips. Try and make sure that the left hip isn't doing any work. That's just staying stable and upright while you explore how the right hip is today. And we'll take the circle the other way. Good. And then bring your right ankle over the top of the right thigh. Just let the knee open. And if you can do all of this with your eyes closed, then that might be nice. Try and press the right knee open as you feel the space in that right hip. And without using your hands, just bring your left thigh into your chest, keeping your right ankle where it is. You can just stay there, or you can do little pulses. And then eventually lowering the left foot down onto the mat. We'll just take the right leg up to the sky. Take the leg to where it's straight, so that might mean the foot goes further towards the back of the mat. And then wherever it's straight, start to pulse the leg towards the head. Nice little pulses, not going to where the leg bends. And if you can reach the leg with your hands, you could take the hands behind the calves and then gently start to draw the leg in. You could take the hand behind the thigh as well. Yeah, try not to bend the leg. Good. All right, releasing the right leg, pointing the right toes, lower the right foot all the way down onto the mat, nice and straight, nice and long. Once the heel touches the floor, you can rebend the right leg. Have the foot flat on the floor again. So let's go to the left side, bringing the left knee into your chest and then starting to circle the left knee. And more than anything, you've got to try and grip and hold on to that right hip, that right leg, so that doesn't try to help. And then taking a circle the other way. That's it. Might be a few clicks and clunks there. And bring your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Just open up the knee. So imagine pressing that left knee towards the front of the mat. Without using your hands, start to bring your right thigh into your chest. See if that feels all right. You can pulse or you can be in stillness. We can lower the right foot back down onto the mat and extend the left leg to the sky. So try and find where the leg is straight, or your version of straight. And then maybe you can pulse the leg towards the head. Not going to that place where the leg bends. Maybe the leg's close enough to your head to take hold of the calf, or behind the thigh. You can actively draw the leg towards the head. Releasing the hands, pointing the left toes, and then drawing a line with the toes all the way down onto the floor. Extend your right leg out to meet your left. And then reach the arms up and over your head. Do a full deep breath in here. And as you exhale, try and squeeze the belly back into the mat. Pointing your toes, legs nice and strong. Good, bringing the knees back into your chest. Take the hands behind your thighs and just start to do that rocking and rolling up and down the spine. See, I've been lying down a little while, so take your time. I'm going to come straight into our pigeon pose. All right, so right knee is bent and forwards. Left leg can go behind you. Just come for a little moment, hands on, head on your hands. If the floor is too far away, you can always be propped up by your forearms. Make sure you're not falling into the right side, that the left hip is level with the right hip. If you want to block underneath your right hip, we will be here for a few breaths, so it might be worth it if that suits you. But take those long, deep breaths in through the nose and long, slow breaths out through the nose. You're really relaxing into this pigeon shape. Take one more breath here. Walking your hands back up. You're just going to fall onto the right side and swing your left leg all the way around to the front. Now bring your right foot just into the left leg there. So it's not under the leg, it's just into the side. Your Janusirasana. Push down through the fingertips, lift up tall, and then exhale, fold over the leg. Yeah, just see where it feels good to go without hunching into your back. Now you can stay here in stillness or do a little bit of pulsing, just awakening that left hamstring. And then slowly lifting yourself right back up. You're going to bend your left leg, roll onto your right shin and take your body forwards. You slide your right leg back. Keep those right toes towards the left side. And then try and bring your right shoulder your left shoulder inside your left leg. Just see where you can get to here. Bring the fingers or the hands so that they're parallel with each other. The right hand underneath the right shoulder. Left hand just outside the left foot. And then see if you can rock forwards and back here. Or stillness is good. Yeah. Now if you can't get the shoulder under the leg, don't worry. Just see where you can get to. Just pulsing there for a few more times. Good. All right, releasing the left hand. You're going to sit back into the floor, just behind the right leg. That's it. Make yourself square again if you need to. And we'll pick the right leg up. Take the left arm around the right leg and right fingertips behind you into the twist. Take a big breath in, squeeze the right thigh into your belly as you twist. Long breath out. Coming back to the center, you're going to take your left hand just outside your right foot. Yeah? Take your right hand behind you to support you and bring the foot off the floor. Squeeze the right thigh into your chest there. Yeah, maybe that's enough right there. Or maybe you can start to straighten the right leg and push down through the left leg as you twist towards the right side. Yeah. You can also just be here. You could also be with the heel on the floor, just lifting up. Yeah, see where it feels good. All right, rebending the right leg, put the right foot flat onto the floor. Now you're going to spin the hands over towards the left side. Roll onto the left hip and bring your right foot over the left leg. Yeah. Maybe now bring your left forearm down onto the floor. Flex through your left foot, toes towards the face, and then see if you can lift and lower that left leg. Squeezing the inner thighs, pushing down to the right foot. Keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There, you'll feel then later. Coming back up, bringing the right foot back in, lowering the knee, and then swinging your left leg all the way behind you. Back into pigeon where we started. Let's take a moment here in pigeon. You can walk the hands forwards, forehead down into the floor. Nice big breath in. Long breath out. Excellent, guys. Walk your hands back, tuck your back toes under, and take your right leg back into down dog. Wiggle out the hips, squeeze the heels down. Let's go for the other side. Left knee to left wrist. Left foot towards the right wrist. Slide the back leg away. All right, take a moment. Head on the hands, or your forearms on the floor. And just relax, just surrender. Yeah, relax into that left hip. Breathing in. Breathing out, letting the breath help you to relax. Okay, letting the weight of the body help you to sink into the hip. Take one more breath. Yeah, very slowly start to walk your hands back up. That's it. You're going to fall onto the left side. Swing your right leg all the way to the front. Bring your left foot just to the inner right thigh. Push down through the fingertips, lift up tall, and then exhale, fold over the leg. So if you're hunching, try and lift up. See how far you can go without hunching, and if it suits you, little pulses here. So awakening that right hamstring. Nice and slow, steady. Nice, calm way entry into the practice today. Good, then pushing down to lift up. You're going to bend into your right leg and roll over your left shin. So you might have to slide that left leg back a bit, bring the left foot towards the right side of it, and then bring your right shoulder inside your right leg. So it might not go all the way there, just see where you can get to. It's an important part of Astavakrasana is this getting the arm under the shoulder. Right hand outside the right foot if you can, left hand in line with the right hand, and just rock forwards and back. Yeah, trying to snuggle the right shoulder underneath that right leg. Getting quite deep in the right hip here. Nice, releasing the right hand. And you're going to roll back so the hips sit back behind the left leg. And square yourself up again. And we'll bring the left knee up. Left foot can be just in line with the knee. You can have a little space in between the legs. Right hand, right arm around the left knee. Left fingertips behind you into the twist. So think about both sitting bones pressing down. And from the sitting bones, get nice and tall. Inhale. And exhale to twist. Good, coming back to the center. So now you can take your right hand, just hook it on the outside of your left foot. Left fingertips behind you. This is already enough, just feeling that little lift there. If you like though, you could start to lift the foot off the floor and imagine you're pushing the thigh into your chest. Yeah, maybe that's enough for you there. Or maybe you can work on straightening the leg and try and push down to lift tall. Breathing in. Good, and breathing out to twist, twist, twist. Excellent, good. Coming back to the center. Rebending the left leg. So now you're going to fall over onto the right side. So you come onto the outer right leg and bring your left foot in front of your right leg. And you can come down onto your forearms, flex through your right foot, and then see if you can lift that right leg off the floor, lifting and lowering, squeezing the inner thighs together. So this pose needs a lot of inner thigh activation, a lot of core. So this is a good way to find those muscles there. Keep it going, a few more. Good, releasing, lifting yourself right back up. And you can bring that left foot back to the inner right thigh. And we swing the right leg all the way back into your pigeon. And you can have a moment here just to relax, walk the hands forwards, maybe beyond your fingertips. You can play with bringing your left foot a little bit closer towards your right hand now. One more breath in the glorious pigeon. Excellent, walk the hands back up. Tuck your back toes under, enjoy downward dog now. Take the left leg back. Bend the knees, try and wiggle the hips high to the sky. Find the arch in your lower back. Press in the heels down one by one. You're going to come up high onto your toes. Roll yourself forwards into your plank pose and lower yourself all the way down onto the mat. You can bring your forearms underneath your shoulders. That's it. Draw the shoulders down the back, lift the head, chest up. Try and lift your belly off the floor. Try and push down through your thighs. Try and push down through your feet. So a little counter pose for all that stretching that you just done, or the forward folding. Breathing in. Good. Breathing out. Try and lift the belly up off the floor. Try and draw the chest forwards. Good. Lower yourself down. Slide the hands underneath your shoulders. Push the hips back into your child's pose. Big toes touching and knees open wide. Sink the hips into the heels. Forehead down into the floor. And imagine you're pushing your hands into the floor to push your hips back into your heels. Lovely, guys. Let's keep on moving. So we'll come up onto all fours. Bring the knees underneath you, straight into your cat pose. Getting the spine ready for a little bit of movement. Pushing down through the hands and chin to chest. Lifting the head, chest up as you arch the back, and then exhale, rounding into the back. And as you do the next two, I want you to feel like you're pushing away from the floor in your cat and in your cow. So getting that push away and round into the back. Even here, when you let the belly drop, try and push away from the floor to lift the chest up. It's an important action that we'll need later on. And feel that push away as you round into the back. Just hold it there, and you're going to hover your knees off the floor, still rounding into the back. You're trying to drag your knees to your hands and your hands to your knees. Keep resisting, pushing away from the floor, holding it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees, lower the belly, lift the head, chest up. Relax what you've worked. Last time like that, round into the back, chin to chest. Hover the knees off the floor, squeeze knees to hands, hands to knees. Core should be shaking, should be alive. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees, lower the belly, lift the head, chest up. Yeah, feel where you've done the work there. Good, now tuck your toes under, push the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Hopefully that doesn't feel too bad now. And lift the right leg to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. We're going to bring your right foot inside that right thumb. Right, lower the left knee to the floor. Release the left toes. Come forwards and back into your half splits and into your low lunge. Getting a little bit more into these legs now. Think about drawing the chest forwards. Think about pushing away from the floor as you go back. Good, and then tucking your back toes under once you're in this low lunge here. Bring your hands onto your knees, lift the chest up. And then very carefully, if all feels well, start to lift the back knee off the floor. Find your low lunge here. Breathing in. And breathing out. So you stay here. We're into high lunge now. I think I call this medium lunge. Lower the left knee carefully to the floor. That's the hardest bit, I think. Good. And then lower your belly over the thigh. Hands over either side of the foot. Lift the back knee and take your front foot to the back. Let the elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down. You can always drop your knees to the floor here. Come into cobra, up dog. Stretch out the hip flexors. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. All right, take the left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee and open up the hip. You're going to bring your left foot next to the left thumb, however you can get there. Good, and then lower your right knee down. How's the front of that right hip feeling? You go back and forth between your low lunge and your half splits. Your low lunge and your runner's lunge. Trying to get into that left hamstring. So if you like, close your eyes, tune into what you're feeling. Good, stepping down onto the left leg. You can bring your hands up onto your knees. Good, hold it there, lift the chest up. Now you can tuck the back toes under and very carefully just start to lift that right knee off the floor. Think about getting longer, not taller. Tuck the tail, lift the chest up. Hold it there, breathing in. And breathing out. Nice strong legs. Are they feeling strong today? We'll very carefully lower the right knee to the floor. That's it, lower the belly back onto the thigh, hands either side. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and then front foot to the back. Elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down. Stretch out what you've worked here, tucking in the tail, lifting the hips up, the chest up, and then take it up and back into downward facing dog. Wiggle, do what you need to do, breathe in. And breathe in. All right, next stage, lift the right leg up to the sky, bend the knee and open up the hip. Bring your right foot outside of your right hand. Yeah, so see if you can get there. Slide the left leg back. Draw your chest forwards, rock forwards and back. Not so that you straighten the right leg, just so you get a little bit of movement here. All right, like you did earlier, you can lift your hips up, straighten that right leg a little bit. You're going to bring your right shoulder into or underneath your right leg. Just take your right hand outside of your right foot. This might feel lovely and awkward. That's okay. Just breathe into the awkwardness. Can you try and draw your chest forwards as you drop your hips back down? Yeah, so it's like wedging yourself into place. Hold it there. Breathing in. Breathing out. Excellent. You can lift your hips back up if that helps. Right hand inside right foot. And take your front foot to the back. Plank pose. Vinyasa. Make sure your vinyasa is controlled. Meet me in downward facing dog. Wiggle the hips. Good. Left leg lifts up to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Bring the left foot in outside of the left hand. Slide the back leg away. Let the hips be level with the front knee. And you can rock forwards and back. Just a little bit of movement, encouraging the body into these shapes. So now lift the hips up, keeping the feet where they are. So you might straighten that left leg a bit. Try and bring your left shoulder inside that left leg. Left hand outside the left foot. And once you're in place, see if you can drop the hips down. Inhale, draw the chest forwards. Exhale, stay there. Arms are bent. Breathe into the uncomfortableness. We're having fun. Take the left hand inside the left leg, front foot to the back. Vinyasa your way. You can also skip this bit if you're tired. Meet me in downward facing dog. Once you get there, push the hands into the floor, lift the hips up higher. Nice big breath in. Long breath in. Lower the knees, sit back into the heels, take a little minute. Take the hands behind you, draw your shoulders back, push the hands down. Yes, let's counter pose all that work we've been doing. Breathing into the chest. And breathing out, squeezing those shoulder blades together. It's a lot of forward folds, isn't it? And we'll take the right arm around your back and pressing your left palm into your right palm. Just bring your left ear towards the left shoulder. Try and draw the right shoulder away. That's it. And then bringing the left arm around your back. Right hand into the left palm and right ear to right shoulder. Squeeze the left shoulder away. We can get very hunched in all those poses, so this is a good way to stretch that out. Good, bringing the head back to the center. Release the hands, and we just rest the hands on the thighs. Do a few circles with the shoulders one way. That's it, and then circle it the other way. Awesome, guys. One little flow. Bring your hands down into all fours. Take a cat-cow, let the belly sink, lift the head, chest up. And then exhale, round into the back, chin to chest. From here, take the hips up and back into downward facing dog. And sweep the right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip. Bring your right foot outside of your right hand. Slide the left leg away. Like you did earlier, try and bring your right shoulder inside your right leg, right hand outside of the right leg. Yeah, so you can lift up and then sink down. Push down into the hands and see if you can come up onto the toes of the right foot. Yeah, it might not be happening today, that's okay. Then you stay with the heel down. Maybe you can push down through the right leg to hover your right foot off the floor. Maybe. Replace the right foot if you lifted it. Bring the right hand inside your right foot. Let's take the left foot outside of the left hand and sink the hips down into Malasana. Yeah, into your yogi squat. Press your palms together. Lift your chest up. Counter pose all the forward folding here. With the upper back. Anyway, the hips are still forward folding. Hands to the floor. Lift the hips up to the sky. And then heel toe the feet to the center. Take a halfway lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, fold forwards. Can you lift your right leg all the way to the sky? Bend the knee and open up the hip. Can you have a little look underneath your right arm as you twist the chest to the right? Good, lowering your right foot next to the left. Roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Press your palms together, lift the arms up, thighs forwards, hips forwards. And then exhale, fold, hinge from the hips. Inhale, take a halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, jump or step your feet back. Vinyasa from there, elbows brush the rib cage. Come through cobra up dog, meet me downward facing dog. Let's keep going, left leg lifts up, bend the knee and open up the hip. Make the most of all the warming up that you've done. Left foot outside left arm. Oh, sorry, left hand. Good. So bring your left shoulder inside your left leg. Now you can lift your hips up to get it there, but then sink the hips down to draw the chest forwards, and it's enough to be here. This is good. You could play with coming up onto the toes of the left foot. See how that feels. Now, if you push down through your left leg, you might be able to lift that left foot off. Maybe. Left foot lands, left foot inside, left hand inside left foot. And then right foot outside right hand. Sit the hips down into your malasana, press your palms together. Now counter pose it, draw your chest up. Yeah. Good, and then take the hands to the floor. Lift the hips up to the sky. And then heel toe the feet to the center. Inhale, take a halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Good. So use your hands as a stand. You can inhale, lift the chest up. Swing the left leg up to the sky. Get that hamstring stretch. Bend the knee and open up the hip. And I just enjoy twisting towards the left side. Yeah, no big deal, just a little twist. See what you can do here. You can have a bend in the right leg for sure. Good, lowering your left foot next to your right, head's down, so a lot of blood flowing into the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Push down through the feet to come up. Press your palms together, lift your arms up, thighs forwards, hips forwards. And then exhale, fold and hinge. Inhale, lift the head, chest up. Exhale, lightly jump back, lightly step back. Vinyasa, and go down, chaturanga. Come through, cobra, up dog. Take it straight up and back, downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathing in. Lovely, guys. Bring your right knee to your right wrist, back into your pigeon shape, just for a moment. Sit onto your right side, swing that left leg through. Yes. All right. Now pick up your right foot with your right hand and bring your right foot to the crease of your left elbow. Take your right arm around your right leg and give it a little rock. If this is too much, you're holding onto the foot with your hand and your other hand's on your knee, and you're just swinging from side to side. And this is where you'll stay. Flex your foot, make sure your ankle is strong or not sickling. Maybe you can draw the leg close to your chest, push down to your left leg, come up a little bit taller. Good. Nice little swaying, getting into that hip. Good. We'll all take hold of this right foot with your left hand. Yeah. And then take your right shoulder inside your right leg like you have been doing. Yeah. See how high you can get the leg up over the shoulder. So the higher the better. That's enough. Or you can maybe put your right hand onto the floor, the fingers pointing away. See how that feels. Just be here. Remember, if this is too much, you're here. Getting into this hip. Can you take your left hand just outside of your right foot there? Push down to your right hand and look, bring your head underneath your left arm. That might be enough. But you might be able to straighten your right leg and twist the chest towards the left. Feel the stretch through the left rib cage. Don't worry if not, go to your version. Squeeze your arm into your leg, leg into your arm. Bring it back. Good. Release your right leg all the way out in front. Shake it out. Okay, so wherever you are, you're going to get nice openings in that hip. So let's bring the left leg in. So you can have your right hand on your left foot and your left hand on your knee, sway side to side. This is good right here. It's a lot of good work happening there. Or you can bring your foot to the crease of your right elbow, left arm around your left knee. Lift the chest up, flex the foot. You don't want the ankle to sickle. Yeah, so you don't want the foot, this side, outer side of the ankle to stretch. It's like you're pushing your foot into a wall, lift the chest up. Sway, sway, sway. Now, if you stayed here the whole time, you'd be getting a great opening in that left hip, great stretch through the left thigh. Yeah, so maybe here's where you stay. Or we could take the right hand and we'll pop it over the top of the left foot. And then bring your left shoulder inside that left leg. So it's like you're putting on your school satchel. Your left leg is a strap. This is enough being here for sure. You could also put your left hand on the floor and lean into it. Lean into that left hand and try and look underneath your right arm. It feels a little bit awkward, but the more you push down to your left hand, the more you could start to straighten that left leg. Maybe, yeah. These are all maybes and one days. Or, yeah, maybe you're there. Coming back. That's it. See if you can bring that leg up over the shoulder a little bit more. Lovely. And then we can release. Left foot down. Give the legs a little shake. Okay, so that was stage one. Join me for stage two. Then the right leg. And you can bring again, right foot to the crease of the elbow. Maybe you're staying here. This is good. All right, so again, little shake. Try and lift up taller. Try and feel now maybe the shin towards the chest. And then give yourself a bit of space now to get into this. So left hand over the top of the right foot. And then bring your right shoulder inside. Try and slot the right leg up over the right shoulder. So we've done it on the feet. Now you're doing it not on the feet, with the hands. So you're going to wedge this right arm into the back of that right thigh. And fingers are facing forwards now. Just for a moment, you can let your right foot go. You should be able to rock forwards and back. Feel the shelf of your right arm. You can always go back over this after. Take your left hand by your left hip. Now draw forwards, chest forwards. Push down to your right leg and try and lift your hips up off the floor. Just see what happens. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nice. Sit the hips back down and release the right leg. Well done. Keep trying. Okay, so bend the left leg. Come into the stretch, left foot. Maybe you've got your hands. Maybe you're at the crease of the elbow. Squeeze the leg into the chest, lift up. Good. So it's a great stretch there, but give yourself some space. Right hand over the top of the left foot. And then bring your left shoulder into that left leg, so underneath the left leg. Put a satchel over your shoulders as I said. Yeah, so now this time you've got the back of your left arm in the thigh. Push that back and press the fingertips into the floor. Fingertips facing forwards. And you should be able to let go of that left foot and squeeze the leg into the arm, sink forwards, rock forwards and back. Yeah, feel that strength there. Yeah, push down through the left hand. You can bring your right hand by your side and then push down through the left leg, push down through your arms. Maybe your bum comes up off the floor a little bit. Maybe. Lower back down and release that left leg. Awesome. Keep going. All right, last time, adding on. Bend the right leg. Get to this point, hands and knee. Wiggle. Maybe foot, crease of elbow. And then wiggle. All right, bring in your left hand just over the top of your right foot. Right shoulder back inside that right leg. Maybe now you can get that leg a little bit higher up the shoulder. The higher the better. Wedge the right arm back, the fingertips facing forwards. Rock forwards, let that right foot go. All right, so from here, see what you can do. You're going to lean back, lift your left leg up and rest it over the top of the right foot. That's it. Now see if you can lean forwards. You're going to shoot your legs out towards the right side and push your hips back, lay your chin and your chest on the floor. Don't worry if you don't get there, because you can always look back over this and keep going. Push down to lift your chest up. Try and bring your hips back, bring your legs back, and release the legs out in front. Shake it out. I wish I had glasses to see better. So left foot flat. Get to your favorite place here. Right hand onto the foot, left hand onto the knee. Give it a shake. Let's get foot to the crease of the elbow, arm around the knee, lift the chest up. So creating the pathways to the pose. So you take your right hand over the top of that left foot and then wrap the arm, or the leg, sorry, over the shoulder. Maybe you can get it further now. Left hand flat onto the floor, fingertips facing forwards. Lean forwards, bend the left arm. Release the foot. Right hand by your right hip. Good, now lean back. Lift your right leg, cross your foot over the ankle. This is enough. Otherwise, you can lean forwards, bend your arms, shoot your legs out towards the left side, bump your right hip back until you can lower your chest and your chin to the floor. Yeah, you can plop asana here, relax. And then maybe make your way back. Or maybe you are in a proper spaghetti junction and totally lost. All is good. Extend those legs out. Well done, guys. Give the legs a little shake. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees open. Can you feel how much those inner thighs have to work for that? Yeah. Inhale, lift yourself up tall. And then exhale, fold it forwards. Okay, so you can always go over that again. If you want me to send you the class, let me know. It's nice to go through those stages. One day you'll have lift off. Yeah, so you won't need to have the bum on the floor. As you take it forwards, you'll have your bum off the floor. Now, if you guys start to walk your hands all the way back up, bring one foot in front of the other into your easy pose. And rest. Let's just take the hands behind the back. Draw the shoulders back, push the hands down. Breathe in, stretch the chest, stretch the shoulders. And breathe out, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lovely, guys. Releasing the hands, rest the hands on the knees, just let your eyes close. Notice how you feel. Let go of any ideas of the class being successful or failure. There's none of that. It's all about being on the journey, being in your bodies, exploring different ways of moving. Light bulb moments will happen every now and then to keep you inspired. If there is no light bulbs today, that's okay. You certainly opened up your hips, stretched your hamstrings, strengthened your arms, and had this time for yourself. Bring the hands to the heart center, thumbs into your chest bone. Big breath in. Letting go of the practice. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Have a great day. So I should probably, if I can pop a little story up about the different stages of that. So I'll pop that on Instagram and Facebook. But hopefully it made sense and you've got something to practice there. Have a great